In this video we are going to show you how to study for the word TOEFL. Before we start, I'd like to say a point for you. Here in the City, a lot of students, they need to prepare for this kind of test. Really guys, they want to prepare for this kind of test, but they don't know how to start. This is the point. So inshallah, in this video we are going to show you how to start. At the same time, what do you have to put in your account? You are one of the students that you want to prepare for this kind of test. First, you have to put in your account that we got 2 points. The first point is learning a language, at the same time learning the test itself. So you have to know how to learn the language itself, all right? Number 2, you have to know how to learn the test itself. Both of them, they are different. If you don't have a language, you really don't know how to prepare for the test. Okay, so the word TOEFL without language, nothing. So put in your account that language, then TOEFL. Not TOEFL, then a language. All right? So before learning the TOEFL itself, you have to start with the language itself. So before you're learning the test, especially when you even think about the word TOEFL, you have to think with the word language. So in this case, what you have to do, you have to study first for the English language. Even you prepare it by yourself, or you just enroll yourself in one of the institutions here in the City. So the first point you have to know is you have to build up your English language well. Then you have to go to the word TOEFL. Okay. With the word TOEFL, here we got 3 levels. You have to understand the test very well. So if you are one of the students, then you want to prepare for the word TOEFL and you are thinking about taking the test, you have to put in your account those 3 points. Number 1, format of the test. Number 2, strategies of the test. Number 3 is timing the test. Some students, they are thinking how long they will take the test, means that how long they are going to prepare for this kind of test. Look, it's up to you. It's up to the students, him or herself, because some students, they are hardworking, so they need maybe 1 or 2, 3 weeks, no more, no less. So you can say at least 1 month. Some students, even they are a little bit, you can say lazy, and they are taking a language in a simple or an easy way. So maybe they will take long time, even they will take maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years. So here the point, all right, it's up to the person, him or herself. So you try to become that student as a hard worker. All right, so according to the studying, or according to some doctors, they give us a right number for just preparing for the TOEFL. So they said from 1 to 3 months, it's an appropriate time for you to prepare the TOEFL. But when we talk about the word learning the language itself, number of the time, it will be different. So here, learning the test, it takes from 1 to 3 months. But learning the language itself, it takes more time. It's maybe for 1 year or maybe 2 years. Even backing for the word language itself, it's back to you. So it's according to the students, him or herself. If you are hardworking, you will master the language in a short time. Even if you are that lazy students, you will take maybe a long time, and you know here, it's like in a mathematical point. If you are hardworking, you will gain the language in an easy and short time. But even if you are that lazy students, maybe you will take long time. Inshallah, here in Lead Center, we got a plan that every student should take 6 months to prepare the language very well, but in condition if you are hardworking. If you are that lazy students and you are not that perfect, maybe you will take long time. But if you are hardworking, believe me, you just need only 6 months. In more or less, let's say that it will take 1 year. Look, learning a language or learning the test itself, we get a point. Experience is a king. All right. What do I mean by this point? You want to master the language, experience is the king. Means that the only way to help yourself is an experience. So how can we get an experience? By one word, by this word. Look, practicing. Yes, practicing. If you don't practice well, you can do anything. So if you ask anybody here around yourself, for example, if he is a teacher or a plumber or, for example, carpenter or a driver, you will ask him, why are you great in your job? He will tell you experience. So how can we gain experience? By this word. Yes. So we will back to this word. Without practicing, you will not take that experience. Without experience, you will fail, or maybe you will face difficulties in learning this word and learning the TOEFL itself. So believe me, guys, you need experience as much you listen, you need experience as much you speak, you need experience as much you read, you need also experience as much you write. Why? Because the test itself, it is not only for grammar or for vocabs. You will keep them and you will take the test, or maybe the grammar you will understand them and you will be in the test. No, the test itself, it needs what? Practicing, need experience in listening, experience in reading, experience in writing, experience in speaking. It is not only grammar, or it is not only vocabulary. At the same time, the TOEFL or ATS, when they prepare the test for you, they need you to show them how to use a language outside the classroom. Means that when they put the exam for the word TOEFL, they need you to show them how you will use the language. How means that how you will speak, how you will listen, how you will read, at the same time how you will write. Now let's start with this word. Learning the test. Learning the test. If you want to prepare the test very well, you have to put those points in your brain. Number 1, format. Number 2, strategies. Number 3, timing. Those 3 points, they are so important for preparing the test itself. Let's start with the first one. Formatting. What I mean by the word formatting? Formatting is how the test is structured. Means that how the questions built. Means that you need a knowledge how to deal with those kind of questions. The test itself is structured. So this one we will take it in a next time video. It will be video number 3. So in this case, what is the way that will help you and show you how the TOEFL test structured? The only way for this point, guys, is the official materials which created or produced by ATS. Those materials, they will help you more how to deal with the word TOEFL test. Okay, those materials such as Magoosh, Kablan, Cambridge, or Oxford. At the same time, we got a lot of what? Official materials which created by ATS, as I told you. So the only way and the best way for you to understand the test by those kind of materials. We got a point here. Those official materials, they will not help you how to read, how to listen, how. No, those kind of materials, they will help you how to know the format, the shape of the TOEFL itself. According to the word skills, how to deal with the 4 skills in TOEFL test, they need another way. They call it number 2, strategies. At the same time, those kind of official materials, they will help you how to master the time. At the same time, they will help you how to deal with the text itself. So in this case, the only way to help yourself is practicing. Practicing will give you experience. Experience will help you how to deal with the test itself. Now let's back to the word learning a language. Learning a language, it is not that easy for most of the students, because many students, they think that language is only for admission test or maybe for the university itself. If you are preparing the language for the TOEFL or for the another international tests, means that it is not like the word school or like the word university. So learning a language itself, it is not become inside the class, or it is not the language that we needed inside the class. Learning language for the TOEFL test means that we need you to show us how you will use the language outside the class. It is not the language inside the class. All right? At the same time, When you learn the language itself, it is not for only daily language. For example, when we ask for the word conversation or something, we need the language for the academic materials. It is not only for the materials matched with the word daily language. Okay, how can I learn a language? The first step, as I told you in this video, guys, is you have to search for an institute which will help you, or search in the internet with some sites which match you with the word TOEFL. Means that I will start with institutions. Some institutions, they just give you a curriculum, like those curriculums. Those curriculums, they will help you how to deal with daily language, but they will not help you to build your language to the TOEFL. So what do you have to do? You have to search for some materials, especially for scientific materials, which will help you to deal with the TOEFL. Simply, the word TOEFL, it is not daily language. TOEFL is an academic ways, or how to deal with an academic text, because they will ask you for TOEFL to study for scholarship or for something high. When you start to train yourself for the language, especially for academic, you have to focus about those materials, because those materials, they are a little bit amazing. At the same time, if you need for more information, you can Google this kind of word in a Google. They call it TID.com. This kind of sites will provide you a lot of academic materials. Here in Lead Center, we focused more according to our system to give you both of them, daily language and TOEFL language. So here in Lead, if you are one of our students, we just give you 50% of our teaching and 50% of our training. 50% for our teaching, it's from the book, and we got the curriculum interchange, because the interchange is a material or curriculum which match with those kind of series, those kind of materials which match with the word TOEFL. According to 50% for the word training, we just give you 3 activities. They are based for the TOEFL itself. And the source for this kind of activities, they came from the guide of TOEFL. So number 1, we got listening section. Number 2, we got reading section. Number 3, we got vocabulary section. Look, some students, they start to complain of the vocabs because teacher, they are a little bit difficult, and they start to complain. In this case, those vocabulary, you have to keep them and try to use them well to build them up in the listening, at the same time in a reading section. Because when you listen and read, you need to those kind of vocabularies. And those vocabularies, if you don't study them well, you will forget them by the time. So what do you have to do in this case? You have to build them, and you have to put a plan and try to remember or watch the video. What is the difference between text and context? أهلا وسهلا فيكم في كورس التوفل من ليد الدرس الثاني. في الفيديو هذا راح نتكلم عن موضوع الفرق ما بين تعلم الاختبار وتعلم اللغة الإنجليزية. العديد من الطلاب بيبحث وعاوز ياخذ هذا الشهادة، بس هو مش عارف منين يبدأ. اوكي، لذلك السؤال ليس كيف أتعلم، وإنما كيف تبدأ. alright، قبل ما تفكر في حاجة اسمها توفل، يفضل أن تكون عندك لغة أكاديمية محترمة، لغة بمستواها الماسترين. لذلك أول خطوة أنت تعملها، يفضل أنك تتعلم اللغة الإنجليزية. نمبر 2، بعد ما يكون عندك لغة إنجليزية بيرفكت، تنتقل لمرحلة تعلم الاختبار. اوكي، أو كيف حيتم الاختبار. طب اوكي، طبعا بيبدأ مشوارك في تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية كما أنتم شايفين وزي ما أنتم عارفين، يا إما تنضم إلى أحد المعاهد أو تنضم إلى أحد المدارس، أو ربما يكون سيلف ستادي، تبحث عن هذا في اليوتيوب، بتتابع مع زملائك، ربما في السوشيال ميديا وحاجة زي كذا. بعد ما يكون عندك اللغة 100 بتنتقل إلى مرحلة تعلم التوفل. طبعا التوفل بطريقة مختصرة بيتكون من 3 نقاط. أول حاجة بيكون عندك شكلية التوفل نفسه. رقم 2، استراتيجيات المستخدمة في إتقان التوفل نفسه. رقم 3 وهو mastering the time، اللي هو الوقت، إدارتك للوقت 100%. alright، نبدأ بتعلم اللغة الإنجليزية. عند اختيارك لمعهد أو لكوريكولم أو لمنهج أو لأي حاجة أنت بتتعلم فيها، حط في بالك أن تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية للتوفل أو بمختصر مفيد التوفل هو ليس عبارة عن لغة إنجليزية يومية بنستخدمها في الحياة اليومية، لا، شركة ATS تصدر لك التوفل نفسه هي مش عاوزة أنك تتقن اللغة الإنجليزية في الحياة اليومية، هي عاوزة منك أنك تتقن اللغة الإنجليزية بنورقها الأكاديمي، لأنه أنت لما بتبحث عن شهادة التوفل أنت عاوز بها سكولرشيب، منحة دراسية، المنحة الدراسية بيدرسوك في جامعة، الجامعة بيدرسوك لغة أكاديمية وليست لغة عامية اللي هي بنستخدمها في الشوارع أو داخل البيت. لذلك ينصح لجميع الطلاب لما بتتعلم في كوريكولم ومن ضمن هذه المناهج زي الانترتشينج، الامريكان انجلش فايل، الفيرتشر، وي جات ا لوت، في مناهج كثيرة جدا، يفضل انك تدعم نفسك في مرحلة تدريبية، يكون عندك منهج لغة انجليزية يومية ويكون عندك لغة انجليزية اكاديمية. طبعا في المركز هذا احنا بنركز على النقطتين، انه يكون عندك لغة انجليزية يومية ويكون عندك لغة انجليزية اكاديمية. لذلك الطلاب اللي بيدرسوا معنا في مركز ليد بيلاحظوا ان الريدنج مختلف عن الكتاب، الليسننج برضه مختلف عن الكتاب، قد ربما يكون في درجة صعوبة بيواجهوها الطلاب، ولكن هذا شيء طبيعي، ما في مشكلة. انت في مرحلة تدريب، انت في مرحلة طلوع، في مرحلة نماء للغة اللي في دماغك. اوكي، بالنسبة يا شباب للتوفل، اختبار التوفل بذاته لما تنتقل على مرحلة التوفل بذاته بيكون عندك شكلية التوفل، استراتيجيته مع اتقانك للوقت. طبعا كل حاجة في التوفل أصبح time at the same time experience، وزي ما ذكرت لكم في الفيديو الاكسبيرينس أو الخبرة بتكون هي الأساس. طبعا الخبرة كيف ممكن تستقطبها يا أستاذ؟ تستقطب الخبرة عن طريق الممارسة. لذلك أنت لو تسأل أي شخص حواليك يكون مثلا في عمله إنسان ممتاز ومشهور، بتسأل هذا السؤال كيف أصبحت مشهور؟ بيقول لك بالممارسة. لذلك الممارسة بتعطيك إيش؟ الخبرة بتعطيك إتقانك في عملك 100. أنت لو عاوز تكون متقن في مدخلات اللغة الإنجليزية كليسننج وكريدنج عشان يكون عندك مخرجات سبيكينج ورايتنج بطريقة فعالة، ضروري يكون عندك ممارسة، لأن الممارسة بتعمل لك اكسبيرينس، ولما يكون عندك اكسبيرينس بتكون بيرفكت في تعلم أي حاجة. See you guys إن شاء الله في الفيديو القادم نمبر 3.